Hello those, welcome back. Into this video I'm going to be showing you how I color correct my face and apply my foundation. This video is mainly for beginners, so if you want to learn how to color correct your face, apply your foundation and set it, all that jazz, then please keep on watching. For a beginner, before you apply your foundation, I'd like you to go in with your primer. If it's a sunny day, I think you should go in with any primer that has got SPF, and you can as well apply your blurring primer on top of it or underneath it. It's either way, or mix the both. So there is no sun today, and we're about entering autumn, so I'm not gonna be using this. If you've got dry skin, I wouldn't recommend this for you because this is really matte, and this is a blotting primer. This is a primer that you apply on your T-zones where you know your oil start peeking through. If you've got this, you can use this, but this is supposed to blur your face, but it's not supposed to leave your face looking greasy, and that's what this does. I don't like it. I like to go in with this. You can find this on eBay. If you're very lazy or you don't really want to go into color correcting your face, you can go in with a Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. So that's a primer, and it's going to color correct your face, and it's also going to prime your face, which is really nice. For a dark skin girl or for colored skin girl, I would recommend you using a red color correcting. So I'm going to use this for today. I'm just going to apply this on the T-zones where I know my oil start peeking through. You see, this blurs your face without leaving it greasy. Now I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Luminizing Primer. You want to give this a good shake. What I like to do is to apply this on that part where I know I want that sheen, you know, and probably on my face. You can mix this with your foundation. I think I took too much. Just need a tiny bit of this. So I'm taking off the excess. You notice I'm not applying it on that areas where I applied my blurring primer. So this is quite affordable. This is another option if you cannot afford that one, because that one is about £25. This is affordable, and this is affordable. This is by Maybelline. If you use this, you're gonna have to set it with a translucent powder. What I like to do is on that area where I know I've got, you see that, this discoloration, that's where I apply it. But I don't like going heavy with this. So that's it, and that's it if you want to mix the both. But I don't like using the both. I like just going in with the red. This is how I color correct my face. You don't want to take too much of this because it comes out really too much. This is quite red and dries really fast. This is not really creamy like the LA Girl, and that's the one I use. This is the one I use. It's a drugstore. Now if you have a mattifying primer and you don't want to set this with a powder, you can usually put your primer on top of this. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, this is a mattifying primer. What I do is I tap 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 tap. This is a real mattifying primer, this Lancôme, but it's a high end. Like, it's really expensive, but if you want, you can go for it. We all work to take care of ourselves, don't we? Now this is how I color correct my face. You can go in with a setting powder, setting spray, whichever you want. If you want to be really 100% sure, what I like to do is to go in with my setting powder and set this just lightly. It's not going to be cakey or anything, trust me. If you've got a dry skin, I wouldn't recommend you doing this. Just go straight in with your foundation. But if you've got an oily skin, this is okay. Just go over it with your setting spray. This is my fan. I got it from Italy, Venice, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay guys, now let's move on to our foundation. And the foundation I'm using for today is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation in the shade Nut Brown. I'm going to use that brush for the other side, not that side, the other side. Now, whenever you're starting with a foundation, because you color correct, I'll recommend you go in with at least 2 pumps. And don't use the brush to start dragging the color correcting, because you're just gonna start all over. And I'll recommend you going in with a full coverage foundation. Now it's time to go in with the beauty blender and bounce it on your face. Not heavily, so you don't irritate what you just color corrected. I'm moving on to my concealer, which is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Peanut Butter. I'm using the other side of my sponge to blend out this concealer. I like this sponge because it goes into the angle, you know. This is the beauty blender. I love this concealer. Now, if you want to highlight underneath your eyes, you can go in with a lighter shade concealer. But I'm not going to do that because my powder is going to sort that out. The powder I'm using for today is the Revelation Banana Deep Baking Powder. Mixing it with the Garnier Ready Set Smooth Loose Setting Banana Powder. Mixing the both together because the Garnier is a matte powder. It sets my powder pretty well. But it's too light for me, so that's why I'm mixing it with the Revelation. But the Revelation powder is nice as well. The combination is nice. When you combine the both of them, it gives you beautiful look. And your makeup stays in place all day. What I like to do is, after setting the foundation, I like to go in with my finishing powder. So when I lay my contour, bronzer, everything is just gonna be nicely, you don't see any harsh lines. That's the reason I do that. Some people like to apply their makeup and when they're done they apply their finishing powder, but I like to do it the other way around. I'm just gonna apply my setting spray. I'm gonna contour my face using the Kat Von D Shade Plus Light, picking up the darkest shade there. I like to use my contour to hide in between my hair and my foundation area, just to cancel that harsh line there. Thanks for watching, dolls. I hope you picked up some tips and tricks on how to color correct your face and apply your foundation. And if there is any other thing you want me to come up with, just comment it down below. And I would love to do that for you guys. And I would love to see you on my next one. Bye, dolls.